I can remember back when I was his age, I wasn't half as strong as he is.
Or really, Goku, half as strong. Just half. Like, I know math isn't your best subject, Goku, but come on, you're giving yourself a little way too much credit here. But don't worry, Goku, since I'm clearly lifeless and I have nothing better to do with my life, how about we actually figure this out? Okay, guys, I obviously know this line is just in the dub. The original line, thankfully enough, doesn't really say that bullshit. However, I have honestly always wondered, what is the difference between an 11-year-old Gohan and a 12-year-old Goku? Like, I know this is a crazy and pointless topic, but I seriously want to know. As wacky as this may sound, in this video we are going to power scale Gohan in relation to his father in the Cell arc. I mean, I already made a similar video last year regarding how strong Mystic Gohan is in relation to Super Saiyan 3 Goku, so why not preteen Gohan? So for starters, we obviously know that Gohan is a lot more powerful, but by how much? 100, 1,000, or maybe a million? Well, that's exactly what we're going to find out. But first, to scale Gohan, we need to first know how strong Goku is. Well, according to official sources, and I'm talking about the Daizenshu, a book that is approved and written with the help of Toriyama, Kid Goku's power level was stated to be around 10 in the beginning of the Dragon Ball series. And even if we want to be generous and say he got stronger after training with Roshi, his power wouldn't be much higher than 100, as a 12-year-old at least. Since the Daizenshu states that by the 22nd Budokai tournament, his power level was around 180. So, Goku, you lying sack of shit, your 4-year-old son displayed a power level of 1000, making the weakest version of Gohan at least 10 times stronger than you.
Don't make me laugh. This child has a far greater power level than either one of you.
So how about Gohan when he fought Cell? How can we power scale that? After all, power levels are indeed bullshit. And the last time a power level was actually mentioned was in episode 78 in Dragon Ball Z, where Frieza stated that his second form clocked around 1 million. After Frieza says this, power levels became extinct in the show. It is not until the movie Resurrection of F that Frieza said he will increase his power to 1.3 million. But that line was actually later removed in the televised series because, let's face it, it made no sense. So what is the highest recorded power level? Well, we mentioned the Daizenshu, and the Daizenshu does confirm that Goku's Super Saiyan 1 on Namek was around 150 million. Some say it doesn't make sense, but it totally does. Let's just think about it. Frieza's final form has to be higher than 1 million. Frieza actually claims to be using around 1% of his power. He then goes to 50%, which makes him stronger than Goku. Goku uses Kaioken times 20, but that only makes him equal to Frieza at best, which makes Goku's base form around 3 million. Which means, yeah, sure, if Goku went Super Saiyan, which is confirmed to be a 50 times multiplier, his power level would be realistically more or less 150 million. But of course, that doesn't tell us about Gohan's power level in the Cell arc. Aside from that, it has to be greater than that, right? So here's where things are gonna get a bit complicated. What I'm going to do is find out the low ball. By that I mean we're going to find the lowest possible power level for Gohan. Just to be fair for young Goku here, so in the Android arc, it's no doubt that Goku got much stronger. However, by how much, that is not very clear. All we know is that Mecha Frieza was supposed to be stronger, and Trunks could one-shot him. And if anything we know about Dragon Ball, you don't necessarily need to be twice as strong to dominate in a fight. For example, let's use Nappa as a reference. Nappa had a power level of 4000 when he easily dominated the Z Fighters, who weren't that much weaker compared to him. Furthermore, Vegeta had a power level of over 22,000 before Dodoria's Scouter blew up, and that made him easily take out Kui, whose power level was 18,000. So basically what I'm trying to say is that a difference of 25 to 50% in strength makes it easy for a character to dominate. And based on how easily Trunks dominated Frieza, who was stated to be much stronger as a machine. However, for the sake of this argument, let's say Frieza had a power level of 150 million, since Frieza was very confident that he could take on Goku. At least he could stand a chance against Namek Goku, otherwise it wouldn't make sense that he would try to face Goku, right? However, Trunks was able to take him out easily, therefore based on how Trunks dominated, we can say he's 50% stronger, which would mean his power level is around 225 million. But again, we will use a low ball and say he's 200 million instead, cause I don't want to go too nuts with these power levels.
So, what's next, friend?
Now we'll both be Super Saiyans.
Now, when Goku arrives on Earth and met Trunks for the first time, their powers seem to be equal. At their very least, not much difference. So we may conclude that Goku, after training in Yardrat, his power level may be around 200, around the same as Trunks. Now fast forward 3 years, at this point it's hard to pinpoint how strong they might be. My guess is several times, since Dragon Ball Z characters are known to grow exponentially, especially with Zenkais and whatnot. However, to be strictly safe, let's say he got 50% stronger only, which would make him around 300 million. Sounds completely fair, right? I mean, you can't seriously get lower than that. And speaking of getting low, which is my video right now, let's go to the next saga. Vegeta exits the Room of Spirit in time. Goku tells Vegeta that he would at least need to be 3 times stronger to stand a chance.
I mean, you'd have to triple your strength to stand a chance.
Even though that's a dub line, it completely does make sense logically. Thus, 17 is stronger than Vegeta and Cell is stronger than 17. Cell absorbed 17 and became stronger. So if you assume Vegeta had a power level of 300 million like Goku, then 17 would be at least 450 million. And Cell would supposed to be stronger, but let's just say he's 450 million as well at the very least. Which means yes, Vegeta would need to be at least 3 times stronger in order to compete. However, we know that Super Vegeta is way more powerful than Semi-Perfect Cell, so if we apply the 50% rate of increase, it will make his power level over 1.3 billion. So we go off the same thing with Perfect Cell, who beat Vegeta, and Gohan, who is roughly as strong as Cell. That would make Gohan roughly around 2 billion at least as a full-powered Super Saiyan. And that's not even factoring that Cell was actually holding back when he destroyed Vegeta. Again, these are really super rough estimates, and that's basically heavily lowballing him, by the way. So in conclusion, we know that Super Saiyan 2 is a 2 times multiplier from Super Saiyan 1. And then you got it. Gohan at the very least is 4 billion at Super Saiyan 2, holy shit, and that's me being super generous, by the way. So in conclusion, and without further ado, cue the drum roll. Gohan, as an 11-year-old, is 40 million times stronger than his father at his age. Yup. So, what did we learn from this video? Yes, exactly nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I was just trying to convey to you 2 things, guys, here. 1, why power levels became extinct in the first place, and 2, these bastards get absurdly more powerful as the series go on. So tell me your thoughts. Did you like the way I power scaled Gohan? Do you want me to do this for other characters? In which I will actually use feats, so don't worry. But if you want to check my other video, the Mystic Gohan vs Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I actually used a lot of logical reasoning to prove how many times Gohan was stronger without using the power levels. So if you want to check that out, it will be in the description down below, or on the screen right now. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give this video a like, I would really appreciate it. Comment and subscribe. Thank you.